everyone hear me okay? Yeah, I know people are still hopping on. So just shoot me a chat if, oh, thanks, Shannon, if you can't. So while it's 12:15, so we're gonna get started, but if people come on, that's totally fine. Make sure you have a mat, a water, and a towel for today. This is how it's gonna go. We're gonna start with some kid-focused stuff, warm up with yoga, and do a game called Deck of Cards. Then we're going to do a warm up for the adult teenagers and a quick 15-minute little HIIT workout I put together. And then we're gonna hopefully have some time for some questions and stuff at the end. I'll tell you a little bit about myself before we get started. My name is Katie. I kind of go by KT, Fitness with KT. It's just my like Instagram, Facebook. I've been teaching yoga for, oh boy, 13 years, I think. I'm also certified in group fitness, bar, CrossFit, personal training. And then I spent the last year teaching gym to kids from pre-K to 6th grade. Complete change, I know. I ran a yoga studio for years. It closed. I needed a change, a pace, and so I decided to try it out. I learned a lot. It was a lot of fun. So hopefully I can bring some of that stuff to you here today, okay? All right, so I did put together a PowerPoint presentation, which I sent to Hallie. We can send to you at the end. I'll go through it, but really quickly, just so we're moving most of the time, all right? So my first tip is, and you probably already know this, is if you're a parent, is music, right? Kids love music. So I'm gonna put on, I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but if you can't, you can put on your own for sure. I'm just gonna put on some kid bops, because I know that's popular on my Sonos here. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, and if you have questions, try to keep them for the end unless it's something super urgent. So family-friendly fitness, here we go. Younger kids. For warm up and cool down, I love yoga, right? Names of different positions, you know, like airplane and bridge. Animals are awesome, you know, getting them to make the sound. A lot of times I'll have them count out, you know, like we're gonna hold this for 5 seconds, so let's count together. Or, you know, what does the sound of a cobra or a snake make, right? So let's get into our cobra and make that sort of sound. So just a couple of ideas. So that's good for warm up and cool down. It's also good for like a recovery workout, right? You know, deck of cards, which we'll go over, is one of my favorites. And I actually have this for adults as well. I use this for both. Sidewalk chalk obstacle course and then indoor obstacle course. I really wanted to do that one today. My apartment in Boston is super small, so I did not have the space, and I unfortunately don't have a driveway here. But we'll go through some of those ideas. I know my sister-in-law uses this a lot, and her kids love it. So just some ideas. Again, I'm gonna send this all to you. Yoga, all you're gonna need is a mat. You know, it doesn't even have to be a yoga mat, something that's soft. When I taught gym, they only had these, I don't even know what they're called. They're mats that kind of like puzzle pieces go together, and they work just fine. So poses, tree pose, bridge, anything with a name that kids can relate, like airplane pose, butterfly, cat and cow. And we'll go over some of these when we start. Deck of cards game. So all you need is a deck of cards, an optional mat depending on the exercises, and water and towel are always a good thing to have on hand as well. So this is how it works. I'll go over it and then we're gonna start moving. So you're gonna shuffle the deck of cards, keep the jokers in there, and you're gonna assign the hearts, clubs, spades, and diamonds a different exercise. So this is great because you can get super creative and you can change it up every round too. So for today, we're gonna do hearts are gonna be squats, spades are push-ups, diamonds are jumping jacks, clubs are froggers, and then jokers is a run a lap around the room, outside, if you're outside, or just jog in place for 30 seconds. I'm indoors, so if we do get a joker, we're just gonna jog in place for 30 seconds. And then jacks are 11, queens 12, and we go up from there. Aces number 14. So with the kiddos, usually what I do is, you know, have them pick a card. They get to like come up, pick the card, tell everybody what it is, what the number is, you know, look at the chart. I usually like to have like a sheet of paper or printout that shows what everything is really clearly. And they'll say, okay, I got a 10 of hearts. All right, so we're gonna do 10 squats and we'll all do it together and we'll count. So there they get their exercise, they get to count, they're really kind of thinking about it. They have to, you know, coordinate. And then you have the next kid go once everyone's done. I like to have them do it together too. So other options for this game is, you know, you could have them pick a card and then call on somebody else if there's a good big group of kids and, you know, it's kind of like a partner thing. You can have whoever picks the card does the exercise and you keep moving around. You can also, again, change up the exercise or rules however you want. There's nothing that's set in stone with this. All right, so that said, let's start to get moving. So I have my little chart here. So when we flip cards, I'll let you know what we're gonna do and we'll all do it together, okay? So let me just make sure. Oh, there we go, you guys can see me okay. All right, just gonna move this out of the way. Okay, so let's start with our warm up, which is a little bit of yoga, right? All right, so what we're gonna do is start with a cat-cow pose. So you're gonna come down onto your hands and knees. And if you're an adult doing this with your kid and you have sensitive knees, I feel that pain, roll over your mat, use a pillow or a towel. All right, so cow face pose, belly drops, knees lifts, right? And you might have them move. And you can, this one especially can move back and forth, right? And then we go into cat. God, I don't have any cats. What is that? Meow? That was tough for a second there. All right, and then just have them move through, you know, mooing, meowing, maybe counting, just kind of getting their body and their spines moving here. And a lot of times what I'll do as well is, you know, go around, you know, you have a group of kids and say, you know, okay, what's an animal or a yoga pose or an exercise that you like? And then we'll all do it together. It was funny when I first started teaching gym, I didn't think we're going to move into butterfly pose. I didn't think kids knew what burpees are. They freaking love burpees. I didn't incorporate that for the kids today, nor the adults, but it was good to know. All right, so butterfly pose, you can just have them, you know, take their knees up and down a little bit, maybe grab their feet. Butterflies don't really make any sounds. So from here, we're gonna move into a cobra or a snake pose. And there are some variations of this, right? Hands under the shoulders. You can lift up from here, press through the tops of your feet. It could be on their forearms if you like, right? Just making some hissing. Maybe even sometimes I'll say, you know, slide your snake across the room. Not really moving, just kind of moving a little bit side to side. All right, let's come up. Another one I like is warrior. I feel like kids kind of relate to warrior. So we'll have them get into like a warrior one position. Right foot forward, left foot back. And I'll be like, you know, super strong, here we go. We're warriors, rah, you know. Find someone in the class or the room and, you know, give them a growl, give them a scowl, and then switch sides. All right, so just a couple of breaths here. This is warrior one. We also have warrior two as an option as well. All right. Good. All right, shake it up. All right, so we're gonna start our game here. I'm starting to get warm. I'm in Boston. It's not super warm today. It's chilly this morning. Okay, so you have your mat, you have your towel, water, and we have our deck of cards. I used to work for the Clark's company, shoe company, back in the day, customer service. I've lived many lives. All right, so we have our deck of cards here. So the first kid's gonna come up. Again, we can do this for adults as well, make the exercises more challenging. Flip their card over. All right, I got a 2 of hearts. You're gonna look at your little chart here. 2 of hearts is squats. All right, cool. Put the card down, or you can have them keep the card too if they like to do that. Feet hip width, a little wider than hip width, toes out. Sink down, lift up, keep that chest lifted. Just 2, awesome. Nothing crazy. Yeah. 2 of clubs. So we have clubs are froggers. So froggers, I'm gonna come to the back of my mat here. I'm gonna get my feet wide, and I'm gonna hop twice up my mat. 1, 2. There are a few variations of this exercise. So again, it doesn't really matter. It's just, I like to mix it up, get them moving, have something for, legs, core, arms, cardio. Just have a good mix. Woo, 10 of hearts. All right, so we have 10 squats. And also, it's a good idea to talk to them about form, right? They're young, so most of it will go over their head. Let's start squatting while I'm talking. But it's good to start telling them these things, right? Oh, let's look at your feet. Oh, keep your chest lifted. So then later in life, they have these good habits and good safe movements, right? All right, I think that's about 10. I'm just gonna keep going. So now we have 3 diamonds. So diamonds, jumping jacks. We have 3. Here we go. Out, in, 2, 3. And again, have everyone do it together. Have them count. 4 hearts. Ooh, it's a squat day today. You can go through the whole deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you might change it up, right? Especially, and it depends on how many people you have. You could totally, I've done this with a friend, literally, just 2 of us. You could do it by yourself too. 8 of diamonds. All right, so we have 8 jumping jacks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo. Grab that water or towel whenever you need to. 4 of clubs, froggers, 4 froggers. Let's start on this side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Not enough space here. 4. All right. How we doing? Everyone okay? Oh, Joker. Awesome. I was hoping we'd get a Joker. I actually did not stack the deck. Okay, so Joker. You're going to do a run around your room. If you're outdoors, you have a yard, you can do a run around the lap. We're going to do jog in place for 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Keep breathing. You can jog. If you can't jog or they don't want to jog, you can march. You can go faster. Get some of that energy out. Almost there. And this is a good one to do, with your kids as well, right? You can do it together, which is kind of nice. All right, we got a jack of hearts. That means we have 11 squats, 11 squats. All right, here we go. Let's count it up. 1. You can also maybe count backwards too, depending on their age. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, let's do 2 more. 3 of clubs. Froggers, here we go. Get low. 1, 2, 3. Last one, I'm starting to get hot here. Woo, ace, ooh, we got 14 squats, oh boy. All right, make sure you shuffle your cards well. 1, actually let's go backwards, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, One, good. That was a good one to end on. All right, so we talked about yoga for the warm up and the cool down. So you can do exactly what we started with, right? Or you might do, you know, your tree pose, do a couple of different poses here. This is a good way to work your balance. Other side. And then just, you know, regular general stretching works well as well. So a lot of times I'll have them just, you know, come down, maybe make a circle, make sure you have room. Let's take the legs out wide. Let's reach forward. You can also, you know, get into partners. I know that can be, you know, but if you have two siblings at home, right, get into partners, grab hands, stretch forward and back, or maybe reach to a high five. Options are endless. Both side to side. So in the beginning, we want to keep it dynamic, and that's for all age groups. At the end, you can also be dynamic, like go for a walk or, you know, anything of that sort. But that's where the stretching is a little bit better and more important at the end. We don't really want to hold anything for too long before we get going. Okay. All right. Let's continue on. I'm going to grab a sip of water. This is going by fast. Okay. All right, I'm going to bring my little thing up here for you. Oh, the sun is in the way. There we go. All right, again, I'm gonna give you this, show you this, so don't stress about it too much. Okay, so moving on to some other games I talked about. These are the ones I really wanted to do. Sidewalk chalk obstacle is awesome. You know, so many different exercises. Pick 5 to 10 depending on how much space you have. You know, hop on 2 feet, hop on 1 foot, spin around, froggers, balance beam. And, you know, really all you need is some sidewalk chalk, space outside with pavement, and water and towel. Definitely always bring the water. Like, it's important that people, kids, everyone stays hydrated, especially when it's hot in summertime. It can get dehydrated pretty quick without even realizing. So, so you just draw your obstacle course depending on the exercise. So if you maybe wanted to do bear crawl, you could make like little paws walking up, right? If you're gonna do the balance beam, you could draw a straight line and then go through it with them once and then see if they can figure it out on their own too, right? Give them some room to do that. Now, you don't have a driveway like myself here, indoor obstacle course. And really, it doesn't have to be humongous. You could figure it out. You know, use chairs, measuring tape, regular tape, markers and paper are good for drawing some instructions. If you have pool noodles, but if you have pool noodles, you might be, you might have a driveway. But anyways, side table, maybe if it's raining outside, pillows, balls. So some examples of these, you can do most of this that we did on the outdoor one, but you can also do, you know, climb over the chairs, climb under the chair, balance on the pillow for 10 seconds, make a pyramid with some paper cups or plastic cups. If you have like cars, you could, you know, drive the car to the next stop here. And then use the tape or the paper for arrows or instructions or what to do. And again, you know, go over it with them and then kind of let them do their thing. So, you know, for balance beam, you could use a measuring tape or the actual tape, probably something like painter's tape or electrical tape, something like that. You can line up chairs and, you know, make little arrows to be like, well, you go around this one, you go under this one, over this one, and so forth. I love the obstacle courses. I think they're super fun and kids really seem to like them. Okay, adults and teenagers. Yes, this is me. Using beer bottles as weights. I was a little desperate that day. This was the beginning of quarantine. Actually have a small condo in New Hampshire, so we decided to be up there for the most part, a little safer. So adults and teenagers, similar, just we're gonna make it a little bit different, a little more challenging depending on their level. So yoga, you can still use it for your warm up and your cool down. Deck of cards game. Adults love this one. I taught this at a company in Boston last year, and we changed exercises, did 2 rounds, and they like had so much fun doing it. So we can do that here. Body weight hit. So that's kind of my specialty right now. I've been teaching on Instagram and Facebook some live 30-minute body weight hit classes, because here's the deal, especially in the beginning of quarantine, a lot of people didn't have things at home, right? Especially if you went to a gym. And then 2, if you have kids and a job, you don't have time for an hour workout. So 30 minutes is like work hard, get out, get on with your day. One more thing I want to mention about kids before we move on is lion's breath. Kids love lion's breath. So during the cool down, before I would let them go back to their teacher, I'd have everyone sit. We take a deep breath in, open your mouth, stick out your tongue, and we do that 1 or 2 times. So it helps to kind of calm the nervous system. They don't know that, they don't care, but they love it, right? It's like a lion, they get to make noises and do all sorts of things. Okay, so that's my last little note on that part. So here we go, we're back to adults and teenagers. Yoga, same thing, yoga mat, some type of soft mat, any of the poses we did for kids, but you know, you don't have to call them, well, tree pose is tree pose. But you don't have to go by like animals or specific items, right? So low lunge, twist, goddess pose, lateral lunges, down dog. I mean, you can do that one with kids too. Plank, different variation plank positions are really good for core stability, and so on. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna cool down with yoga for the adults. For our warm up, for the deck of cards game, we are going to do a couple of exercises. Let's just go through this really quick. So deck of cards, same thing, mat, water, towel. So for our adults, older people, hearts are gonna be burpees. We'll go over them. Spades are push-ups, diamonds are squat jumps, clubs are super people. Usually call it Superman. I like to call it super people. And then jokers are high knees for 30 seconds, okay? So same thing, each person or however many people picks a card, reads it out loud, figure out what it is, you do it together. And then other options, you know, is the same as before. You can change up the exercises, you can make it more of a game, call on other people. All right, so 30-minute HIIT classes have had to get creative in quarantine, but mostly all you need is yourself. There's so much you can do, right, that are just not just squats, push-ups. You can do one-arm push-ups, and I'm going to show you how to do them without like not a real one-arm push-up. We're going to modify it a little bit. You can do a one-legged squat. You can do a squat lunge. There's so many options that you can do. But then if you do need or want some equipment, I use chairs for one-legged squats or step-ups. Big laundry detergent bottles full for like weightlifting, deadlifts, presses, any sort of weight there. You can also use canned goods or water bottles. Coffee table is great for dips, modified incline push-ups. Also rows, depending on what type of coffee table you have. And then pot holders are great to use as like sliders. So you can slide your feet, you can slide your arms and make those core exercises harder. All right, class layouts. So I just kind of listed some. You can really do whatever you wanted to do, right? So today we're doing 30 seconds on for a bit. Then we're gonna get a break at 30 seconds. Then we're gonna continue through. Tabata, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, super popular, 8 rounds. You could do a couple of those. EM, OTM, every minute on the minute. So you might do 5 burpees, every minute on the minute. And the rest of that time is your rest. Pyramids, ladders, all that stuff. 2 to 3 minute warm up, minimum. 2 to 3 minute cool down, minimum. Now, for my 30-minute classes, I don't have a ton of time. So it's usually literally 2 minutes in the beginning, 2 minutes at the end. I tell people if you need more warm up, do some on your own before we get started. And then for the cool down, if you have time, keep stretching or at least go for a walk or do something so your body keeps moving and you just don't go back to your desk. Okay, so this is what this is what we're gonna do for our 15-minute sample HIIT class. So this is a class that I created like a month ago. I have a 60-minute class I teach and then a 30-minute. So I created the 60-minute and then I modified it for 30 and then I modified it to 15 for you guys today. So you can do things like that, right? Which is awesome. Just get creative, ask questions, do your thing. So let's see what we have for time. Oh, plenty of time, plenty of time. Okay, so we're gonna warm up. Bear crawl, plank hold, reverse lunge, and push-ups. Then I'm gonna go through and have you do it with me, the exercises we have on tap for today, okay? And then I'll walk you through it. I'll be there every step of the way for you. And then we'll cool down for a few minutes. Then we'll have a chance to go through questions, concerns, anything else you want to talk about, all right? So grab a sip of water. I could have done the deck of cards, but, you know, it's fun to change it up. All right, let's grab a quick sip. I'm going to grab my phone for my little timer guide here. And I'm going to change the music from kids to something else. So if you need to, put on some music. Let's see, browse. What do we got here? All right. Put on something good for music, whatever you like. Everyone's a little bit different. So let's start with our warm up. So a bear crawl. Your knees are close to the mat. You're on hands and feet. So all I want you to do is go up and down your mat or your space 2 times. So it looks like this. Hands and feet, knees are down close. You're gonna move right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot, and continue up. So you're pretty close to the ground here, really utilizing your core. So all the way back, and then one more time. Keep breathing. All right, shake it out. If you have sensitive wrists, for plank holds or down dog, a couple of dumbbells is great, or you can just make fists. So let's do a plank hold for about 20 seconds. Come on up. Modification, knees can drop down. You can also be on your forearms here. So at some point during this workout, we're gonna take high plank to low plank. Move from hands to forearms. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. All right, next move is a reverse lunge. We don't have these in the workout. So you're gonna stand up nice and tall, left foot comes all the way back, knee to hover all the way down, up, center, and switch. So let's just keep moving back and forth. Try to keep your chest slightly forward, weight in that front heel will help to activate the glute. Let's just do a couple more here. One more set. All right, push-ups. We're gonna do one arm variation push-ups. Don't be scared. But I want you to do 5 push-ups here on your toes or on your knees. Now, if neither of those works, you can do push-ups on the wall too, right? Walk your feet back, put your palms on the wall. Options for everybody here. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, make sure your elbows aren't winging out too far to the sides. 3, 4, 5. Don't be impressed, I can only do about 5 and then have to drop to my knees. Okay, how are we feeling? Let's jog it out. All right, let's go through the exercises here. So this is what it looks like. 30 seconds for each exercise. We're gonna go through once. Then we have what's called these cardio bursts. 30 seconds for each, then a 30-second rest. So you're working 90 seconds before you get a break. 90 seconds, break, 90 seconds, and I think that's it. It's about 15 minutes, right? Okay, so let's go through the movements quickly. Squat, we've already done this. The second one is going to be one-legged squat, or just rest your right toe on the ground and put the weight into the left leg, okay? Then we're going to do right leg. So if you can, do these with me, just get comfortable. Our cardio is going to be a bear crawl, but we're going sideways, side to side. Then we're going to do a plank walk side to side, and then we're going to hold our low squat and do that side to side. Then a break. Round two, glutes. So you're in a bridge position, belly up and in, hips high. You're going to walk your feet out. This one technically is a little more for the hamstrings, as far as you can, and then pull it back in, all right? Second one, bridge pose again. Right leg lifts. We're going out and in. Working that outer hip and glute. Left side, out and in. All right, then we do our cardio. Then we're moving on to core, super person. So we're down on the mat. Now, this is your super person, up and down. You can make it harder, hands behind the head. You can do one side at a time, make it a little easier. Or you can do arms by your sides to make it a little easier as well, okay? Then we're gonna flip over, half bicycles. Nice and slow. Belly pulls up and in, arms by your sides. All you're gonna do is extend one leg, bring the knee in, extend the other. Now notice, my knees aren't coming past my hips. And the key here is to keep your low back on the ground. So this shouldn't be super easy. Your leg goes as low as you can without lower back lifting up. Last one for core is full bicycles, super slow. Belly pulls up and in. Remember, that knee isn't coming past your hip, so you have to reach for the knee. Reach. So more upper body, leg just extends. Woo. Tired already. Core. Sorry. Yeah. Cardio. Next up, high to low plank. If you need to modify this, you're on your knees, switching sides, right and left. Then we have that one arm push-up. So what you're gonna do is come onto the side of your body. Let's do the left side. Wrap your left arm around. Right hand, like right in between your elbow and your shoulder. Now from here, extend the legs, push with that one arm, and release. Push, see, not so bad. Let's not get tired though. Let's do two on the other side, and then we'll get started. Whew. All right. Left side, just two. So think about the push, and then just let yourself go. Push, release. Woo! Sweaty, all right. We're ready. Let's grab that sip of water. Let me get my timer here. And let's crush this workout. Woo! All right. I think we're good to go. So you're gonna have about 5 seconds to transition into the exercises. We're gonna start with regular squats. 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So just regular squats. The thing I like about timed interval workouts is you can do your thing, right? Someone might get only three squats in 30 seconds. Someone else might get 30. You get to kind of feel out your body and work at a speed that's good for you. Weights in the heels, chest is lifted. 3, 2, 1. Quick shake up. So we're going to come onto the ball of the left foot, weights in the right foot. Here we go. Squat it up. Same thing, only we're just really digging into this right side. So for my 30-minute HIIT workout, I did 2 rounds of these, right? Today we're just going to do 1, but that's how you can make it longer, right? Maybe 3 rounds, about 45 minutes, so on and so forth. Already feeling those squats from before. All right, we're gonna switch to the left side, and then we're coming down to our bear crawl. 3, 2, 1, shake it out. Here we go. Down and up. Press through the heel, chest lifted. Go to your depth, right? There was a myth a long time ago that you couldn't go past your knees. And then we kind of went into the other extreme where it was like, you have to go below your knees. That doesn't feel good for my low back. So once I'm warm, I try to make it towards parallel, and that's good for me. Okay, shake it out. Sideways bear crawl. 3, 2, 1. So get low, one arm, one leg, and then pull the other arm and leg in. We did this going up and down before. Now we're going sideways. Keep breathing. We're gonna move our plank sideways after this one. Almost there. All right, quick shake out. Plank position, side to side, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, same thing. Right arm, right leg, left hand, left leg. Try to keep a good, strong plank position. Bringing those knees down if you need to. There is always options. So if something doesn't work for you, don't just do nothing. Find something else. And if you need help with that, that's what I'm here for. All right, squat side to side. 3, we get our first break. 2, 1, here we go. Stay low. Get low, stay low. Woo. Almost there. Keep breathing. We have glutes on deck, so we're working our whole body from the bottom up. Stay with me, stay with me. 3, 2, 1. Good job, shake it out. Grab that sip of water. Whew. All right. 22 seconds. We're coming into our glutes. So we're gonna be down on the mat. I'm just gonna turn this volume up a little so I can hear her. 10 seconds. Glute bridge walkout. Take it as far as it works for you. If your low back starts to feel it, you've gone too far. Pull the belly up and in, lift the hips, walk the feet out so you're on your heels. And no time do you lose this tuck of your tailbone. If you do, you come back and reset. 1 foot at a time. No hurry. Almost there. All right, bring it down. Right leg out and in. Belly up and in. Lift. Here we go. Right leg comes as high as it works for you. But I'm going to warn you, if you're down here, it's going to be harder. So it's the reverse, most things. Keep going. Flex that foot. Keep the belly engaged. We only have 1 set of these. All right, bring it down. Quick break. Here we go. Tuck, lift, left leg. Open, close. After this one, we're going right back to our bear crawl. Keep breathing. So I don't care as much if the hips are super high. I care more that your pelvis is tucked, belly button towards the spine. So when you bring your hips back down, your back should be flat on the mat. All right, flip it over. Sideways bear crawl. 3, 2, 1. One at a time. Take your time. These are also some great exercises for kids, right? Bear crawl, crab walk. Probably a little easier for them. All right, reset. Plank walk out. 3, 2, 1. Try to keep the shoulders over the wrist. Gaze down so you have a nice long spine. And we're breathing. Last one here on deck. Coming up for some squat walks. All right, bring it up. 3, 2, 1. Try to stay low. Take small steps. You can take big steps. I'll leave that up to you. Oh. Almost there. We got a quick break. Then we'll move on to core. All right, shake it out. Woo! All right. Core, 25 seconds. Super person. Lower body bicycles, full bicycles. We might go over a little bit today. If you have to go, I totally understand. I knew this was gonna happen. I had so much I wanted to tell you and do with you. It's hard. All right, here we go. On the ground. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Regular super person is arms and legs extend. You can modify by bringing the arms by your sides or doing one side at a time. Keep that pelvis tucked, even here. Help to protect your low back. So we're strengthening the core on the back side. A lot of people forget that that's part of your core as well. All right, flip it over. Half bicycles. Remember, knee doesn't come past your hips. Extend, pull in. Keeping low back down. So if you need to place a hand under here to see what's going on, that's what you do. They shouldn't be easy. Whew. You can fly through them if your back is lifted. All right. Full slow bicycles. 3, 2, 1. Same thing with the low back. Don't let it lift up. Really focus on reaching elbow to knee instead. Reach. Reach. Almost there. All right. Bear crawl. Woo. Last time we're here. Yay. Here we go. So last little cardio burst. Not a super hard cardio. Kind of cardio I like. Keep moving, keep moving. That's the key. See if you can keep moving through the 30 seconds. Even if you have to slow it down. All right, reset. Plank position. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. One at a time. Nice long spine. Belly strong. Oop. Hitting that. One more. Here we go. Come on up. Squat walk sideways. 3, 2, 1. Almost there. onto some arms. And that's it. We'll stretch and talk. We'll cool down while we talk. Three, two, one. Shake it up. All right, last 90 seconds of work. We're going to start with plank to low plank, on your knees if you need to modify, and then that one arm to push up. We'll cool down. Any questions you have, you can send them my way. I'll make sure you get this so you have some options moving forward, all right? And I have to tell you, we're going to start at 5. I'll tell you when we get started. 3, 2, 1. So one of my old students from my studio takes my HIIT class every day. I mean, every Thursday, sorry. Not every day, God. And her kids, who are like 5 and 3, love it. So, you know, we go through some kid-specific stuff, but if they want to try some of this stuff out with you, yeah, let them, as long as they're not hurting themselves. All right, 3 seconds. Oops, here we go. Left side, forgot what I was doing for a second. Right hand, push it up. Oh, push. Easier than a one-arm push-up, but still not easy, right? Almost there, almost there. Couple more. Push. Oh. All right, other side. Left arm. I'm just going to flip over so you can see me. 3, 2, 1, go. Push, release. I like these one-sided workouts too, because they help to kind of see if you might be weaker one side than the other, where you can work on it. My left side is weaker, so these are harder. So I might try to do a couple more on my own. All right, rest. Woo. Grab that water. Towel off. Oh, take a breath. You guys are so good. That was 15 minutes. Goes by kind of fast, right? All right. So let's cool down. If you want to take yourself off mute, throw any questions my way, feel free. So our yoga, low lunge, right foot forward, left knee down. Start here, pull the belly up and in. That pelvic tilt we talked about before will help to open up the side and hip flexor. And then we're going to include the upper body with this one. So left arm comes up and over. It's going to deepen the hip flexor, but it's also going to get into the side of your body here as well. Shoulder releases down. One more breath. And then switch sides. Belly up and in. Get that side hip flexor stretch. Right arm up and over. All right, quick figure 4. So work those glutes a lot. So you can take this seated, right ankle to left knee, or you can lie down, especially if your wrists are bothering you or you're just tired. Right knee pushes forward, left knee pulls in. You can grab under the left leg. If you're a little more flexible, you can grab the shin. And just take a couple of deep breaths here. And we're going to take the right leg over the left, and you're going to drop them to the left. Open to the right for spinal twists. Spinal twists are great. Good for your low back, good for mobility. And then let's just switch sides. Left leg over, pick your poison here. Keep that left foot activated. That'll help to protect your knee. left leg over, drop them to the right, open it up. And one more thing I'll add is that obstacle course. Let's come on up. I did that with my niece and nephew a couple weeks ago. That's a workout, especially if you go through a few times. So you can mix and match here, right? Okay, so that's it. Oops. Fitness with KT, Tilt Yoga. Oh, one more slide for you, sorry. Your webinar series. Again, I'm gonna send this to you through Hallie, who organized this for us. So any questions? Anything?
Yes.
Yes.
I have a question. Hi, how are you?
Hi, good, how are you?
Wonderful exercises. I would like to know if it's better do it without eating, or what time is better to do it?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. So everyone's a little bit different. If it's first thing in the morning, see how you feel without anything. I usually have coffee and that's it. But some people, like your blood, depending on your blood sugar, if it's maybe like for today, it was like midday for me. I had like a super light breakfast. So my recommendation would be to try different things out and see what works best for you. Definitely something like not heavy, you know, a little bit of carbs, protein, fat, you know, maybe a banana and a half an English muffin or something.
Oh, okay. Because usually I don't wake up, if I'm not working, I don't wake up that early.
Me too. I'm with you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it all depends. Yeah. I mean, what time do you normally get up versus when you work out?
Like around 10 or 11 sometimes.
Okay. And then when you normally fitness?
Like if I'm ready to do it, I will do it like half an hour after I brush my teeth and all that. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is what I would have you do. Do one day, get up. If you have drink 2 big glasses of water first thing. Okay. That's what I do every morning, because I get busy during the day, and then the water thing falls off the wagon. 2 big glasses of water. If you drink coffee, have a little bit of coffee to give you some caffeine in your system, and then work out. The next time you do this, you're gonna try it as soon as you wake up, you're gonna have something super light, a bar, or like I said, half a banana. I would even do, if it was in the morning, half a banana and half an English muffin with like peanut butter or almond butter, and then see how your workout goes. And then you decide from there, like, oh, it felt better when I ate, or it felt better when I didn't.
You know, I lately I hear that it's better to do it without eating, so I think I'm okay. But I just wanted to know from your point of view, which one is better?
I need to eat. Okay. I also have low blood pressure. So when I get up in the morning, I can sometimes, you know, feel a little bit dizzy. So I need a little bit in my stomach, not a lot, just a little bit to like keep me going.
Okay, no, so I would like to know which one of all of those exercises you did, which one is the better for belly fat?
Well, it's really hard to spot reduce, and I'm sure you've heard this before. So the best thing for belly fat is your diet, to be honest. Okay. So you can work your core all day, every day, and if your diet sucks, then you're not going to see any progress. So, you know, it's, so here, this is what I've learned in my years is, you know, protein, awesome, lots of protein, good fats are great. Your carbohydrates, you don't have to get rid of them all together, right? You don't have to be keto or Atkins or whatever that stuff is, but you should eat them around your workouts. So if you get up at 10, right, you work out at 10:30, you're done, let's say by 11:30, after all said and done, that's when you want to have like your carbohydrate rich meal, is right after your workout. So you're burning it off. You're burning it for fuel. That's what carbs are. So that's why I said before your workout, it's good to have things like a banana or an English muffin because you're going to burn those carbs off.
Oh, okay. And also I wanted to know for chest, losing chest too, but maybe it's the same thing, maybe.
For losing your chest?
Like breast, breast, if you got a big breast.
Well, I mean, I think as a woman, if you lose weight through diet and exercise, and your breasts naturally get smaller. I mean, that's what happened to mine.
Oh, okay. Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Thank you for answering
You're
my
welcome.
questions.
Thanks. Anybody
Yeah.
else have anything? No, I'm way over time. All right, feel free to message if you have something you want to ask. You can get in touch with me. I just lost it. My Instagram is at fitness_with_KT. Facebook is at fitnesswithkt. Again, I'll send this to you. So feel free to reach out if you need anything. All right, everyone, have an awesome week. It was so good to see you virtually.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.